Black math! Give me some math and I'll give you some flack. Black math!
What if I did this? What if I did x plus y equals 5?
Can't do it.
So, well, we can,
It could be.
but what two numbers equal 5?
3,
2,
5,
4,
1,
1 plus
Yeah, so remember doing this? Well, I don't know if we've ever done this, but let's just think of some XY pairs that will work. 3 and 2, what else?
1 and 4.
5 and 7.
No, 0.5.
1 and 4, what else?
5 and 0.
0.5 and 4.5.
Yo.
5 and 0.
5 and 0, what else?
2.5.
I do not get what is this.
2.5, 2.5, what else?
0 times 0.
0 and 5,
2
what
and
else? 2 and 3, what else?
4 and 1.
4 and 1, what else?
1.764 and 2.
And 3.236.
Okay, don't. Okay.
4.5.
Look at this. What about this? What about this? What about 6 and -1?
You don't.
Facts.
Yeah.
7 and -2.
And negative 15.
43.
So how many different solutions do we have?
Infinite.
Infinite. Okay. So the way you would, hey guys, the way you would solve this equation is you don't really solve it, but you have to tell me what the solution at least looks like. And the way we do that is with a coordinate plane. So these are just ordered pairs. Remember these? 3, 2. How do you graph 3, 2?
What a big one.
You move 3 over to the right and 2 up.
Yep. Okay, guys, watch this. No, 3 over to the right, 2 up. Then what else? 1, 4. 1 over to the right, 4 up,
Back.
right?
Half
Can we just tell
over
you the
and then
number?
4.
Half over, 4.5 up, right there. Okay, what else? 0, 5 is right there.
Hey, Mr.
5, 0.
Mr. Flack, can you graph the 1.76923?
Yes,
That one.
1.769 is about right there. And then up to 3.2 something is about right there. What do you guys notice?
2, 3, 6.
What do you guys notice about these points?
They all make a line.
1. Yes. So when you connect those dots, this is called a linear equation. Because what word do you see in linear?
Line.
Equation.
And so when
I
you-
see ear.
Yeah, I see ear also.
I see ear.
That's right.
I see lid. I see near.
I see equal.
I see
Okay,
in.
so do you guys see what's
I
happening?
see EA.
Linear just means a straight line. All right. So when you, I don't know if you guys have done any film editing, but there's the most common film editor is a linear editor. So it goes left to right, and so you can see it from left to right, straight line. Yes.
We have curvy lines.
So a curvy line is not a line. It's
Well,
called a curve. But in our everyday language, when I say curvy line, draw a line, a curvy line, well, it's like opposite. Yes, sir.
A line is technically a dot that goes for a walk.
Oh, I like that. Okay, unless the walk goes left and right and uphill, right?
No. No.
Because it has to go for a straight one.
Mr. Flack, I noticed you never get yelled at for attendance by the teachers.
I did get yelled at on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right. You said they yelled, Michael Flack, attendance, please.
Because we had a fire drill in like 2 minutes, so I'm glad that.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, we lose.
Dude,
Okay, so guys,
Like we weren't even.
on the test, on one of your tests coming up,
Nowhere near.
so when I say that, you should really listen. On one of your tests coming up, you're going to be asked to graph a line.
Okay.
And you're just going to be given an equation.
Oh.
So you have to come up with some X's and Y's that make it true and then graph those points.
Okay.
Do you see the process? Pick some X's and Y's that make that 5 and then graph it. Okay?
4.
Let's try another one. Let's try a blue equation. Let's say I want to graph this. Y equals x plus 2. So let's pick some x's and y's that will make this true.
Oh, 1 + 1, no.
Well, what do we have to do?
New markers.
kinda like an important moment.
You could make y5 and x3.
Yes,
This is
good.
important.
Yeah.
I asked about this.
Even later.
Did you see what, did you guys see what Nathan said?
Yeah.
He said if y was 5, then x would be 3.
You can see you can
Yeah.
see
Now,
sounds.
is it easier to pick a y or to pick an x?
X, probably.
Wow.
All right, give me an x.
95 or
95.
Bro, why, Austin?
When x is 95, what does that make y?
That's 0.
negative 93.
95 plus 2 is 97. Okay, we're not going to graph that one, but give me a smaller number.
2.
2.
Oh, Austin.
If x is
I
2,
said 4 earlier. didn't you?
if x is 2, plug
Then
2
y
in
is
for x,
4.
and y is
4.
4. Do you guys see how we're getting this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, what's the easiest number to pick?
1.
There's one that's easier than that, and
Zero.
0. So plug in 1. If you plug in 1 for x, what's y?
3.
3. If you plug in 0 for x, what's y?
2.
Wait, if you put 5 and y, then x would be 3.
Yeah, so if you put
I
x
only
in
like writing down Austin's numbers.
Okay, so guys, let's graph this. So you don't have to rewrite it like coordinate pairs because it's already done that. Do you see it? They're already ordered pairs. So how do you graph 3, 5?
3 to
Go
the right.
over 3, up 5.
Over 3, up 5. Very good. Okay, how do you graph 95, 97?
You
Over
don't.
95, go up 97.
Take out the 9s.
What is this? Flack?
Can't do it.
Want me to do it?
How do you graph 2, 4?
Over
Oh,
two,
over
up
two,
four.
and
Over
up
2 and
four.
up 4.
Up your 4. Okay, how do you graph 1, 3?
Over 1, up 3.
Henry.
Mr. Flack, do you like being masked?
Over 1, up 3.
So
What is that?
I got a comment on one of my Flack Attack videos. There was like, your students are hilarious. They make funny comments. So I was probably talking about this class.
They're probably talking about me.
What is that?
Okay, how do you graph 0, 2?
Yo, what the?
0, 2 is right there. So does that make sense?
What about 2, 0?
2, 0 would not work
Oh, right.
because 2 plus 2 does not equal 0. But 2, 4 would work. Okay? How are we feeling about this?
What is this?
Did you just wet your mask?
No. There's no layers.
Is it just like
Oh, wait. Actually, you didn't wet
you're
it?
just wearing like pantyhose on your face?
It's a felt mask.
It's a what?
It's one of those ones that don't do anything.
They're like the 2 rows.
So literally a regular mask.
I'm
I can
surprised,
see you.
I'm surprised people haven't like just to be like stick it to the man type of thing, just wear like a frame of a mask and then nothing there in
That's a good
between.
I want to do that.
People will do that to just say, I refuse to wear a mask. I'm just gonna wear this.
People always say,
I'll
put
do
your
that.
My
mask over
favorite
your
mask
nose.
I'll do that when I go
ever
to
is
the
a
mall.
mask that
So this
says,
is the
I wear
easiest way
this
to
by
put your
force,
mask
not
over
my
your
fear.
nose.
Yeah.
I wear this because I look trippy in it.
And your mask is officially over.
No.
It's over my nose.
Okay,
Am
so
I wrong?
really, guys,
Oh my gosh.
It's over my mouth.
So how many- like, how many of these points do we have to figure out?
About 3.
4.
Okay, tell me the minimum number of
5.
points you need to graph this.
6.
3.
5.
Seven.
Hey,
Seven.
probably about
4.
6 feet.
2.
2. If you just
okay.
had 2 points, guys,
6.
then you just connect the dots and then just keep going past those dots, right?
Why don't you just
But-
leave it at 2?
But you could have gotten these wrong. That's a good question. Ben says, why don't you just do 2 then? Well,
I'm just gonna do 2 'cause I'm
that
lazy.
third dot, that third point, make sure that it's on the same line. Because if you just pick 2 random points and they're wrong, then that's always going to form a straight line. But if you have a third one and it ends up being on the same path, then you're good. Thanks for paying attention, Xavier. No one else is really paying attention, right?
Yeah.
He was stealing my
So
water
listen.
bottle.
He was
He wouldn't
screaming.
let me eat on his share. I was gonna waterfall.
A waterfall.
Okay.
Why don't you bring your own water bottle in?
Forgot.
So now you could do this as long as you want
Unsolved.
because, guys, how many solutions are there?
Infinite.
Infinite. So don't sit there and do it like 10, but do 3 or 4 just to be safe. And that way you know that you know that you know that you're doing it right.
Okay.
Okay?
That was a
Because
while.
if there's one that's out of place, that's not on the line, then go back and see what you did wrong. Because that one could be wrong, but maybe another one's wrong. So just make sure you're doing it right. Okay? Good? All right, let's move on to 86.
Okay.
Oh, no.
But
I-
no,
I'm
wait,
not
like,
there.
you gotta go to like someplace like mom's like.
Are we doing 87
technically
today?
over my mouth.
No, just 86.
Wow.
I just don't wear a
Oh,
mask.
dudes, we're almost done.
I receive strange looks, but nobody tells me to go, which is great.
Hey, actually,
Here I really went to the mall, and we just didn't wear masks.
Yeah, so the mall we went to,
my family
like,
would, but we get yelled at.
yeah,
With my hat.
the security guy was like, "You're gonna have to put on a mask, or someone's gonna yell at you."
And then I just go, oh, okay.
And then, yeah, and then I just put it on, and I'm like, walk past that shit.
This is what I do at the ski
Yeah,
area.
you do that a lot, don't you?
Because my mask.
All right, lesson 86.
No way.
Or they make you wear masks at the ski area.
When did we ask?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wait,
we've been
we
skiing
did.
in my.
So I just go.
Okay, I enjoy this part because it kind of takes the mystery out of math. We've already been learning how to translate English words into math. Well, we're going to do a little bit more of that today. All we're going to do is translate algebraic phrases. What's the difference between a phrase and a sentence?
Phrase is
more
like
or
a
less.
part of a sentence. Yeah.
Okay,
New
so
grammar.
in algebra, what makes a sentence in algebra?
You need your equal sign.
Yes, an equal sign. It has to have a verb, right?
Yeah.
It has sentence
Okay.
stuff.
Okay, so this is just a phrase. So we're going to talk about algebraic phrases.
Facts.
So I'm going to say the sum of a number and 7.
Yeah.
The answer's
I'm
4.
not going to put a period because it's not a sentence, right?
Henry's a
So
ball.
how do you say the sum? What does the sum mean?
The answer, Henry.
What does sum mean? The answer to what kind of problem? Okay, so it's going to be, this means it's going to be something added. Well, what are you going to add?
A number.
How do you say a number?
N.
A number.
N? And how do you say 7?
7.
7.
Okay, does that make sense?
Oh,
That's it. That's all you have to do for that problem.
easy.
You just have to translate it into an algebraic phrase. Okay? Can you guys handle that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, what are some other ways to say n plus 7 in English?
N plus 7.
And number plus number.
A number
Plus another number.
plus 7.
Ah.
Okay, or you could say 7 greater than a number, right?
Facts.
Or 7 more than a number.
Truly stupid.
Okay? And there's a lot of different ways you could say n plus 7 in English. Right?
Wow.
Okay? You could also say this.
How you
A
doing?
number
Chubby cheeks.
And a number.
increased by 7, right? To increase a number by 7, you're just adding 7. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quick problem set question.
Yeah. What? Oh. Yeah, I will.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm going to write the free problem set
Oh,
question first, and then if you get it, shout it out. But you may not know how to get it yet until I get through the rest. So I'm going to put it down at the bottom here.
That's cap.
Copy. Truly, Captain.
The product of
Captain.
Capper.
-2
Oh, come on. Why a
and
negative?
No.
the sum of a number
Oh.
and 5.
Oh.
What is the product again? Is it product?
Why would
Okay.
you do that?
We'll get to that. So this is the free problem set one. Okay, if you get it, great. If you're the first one to get it, you get a free problem set. But let's work our way up to this. Next thing I'm going to say, 7 less than a number. So how do you say 7 less than a number?
Minus.
The little.
The alligator mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you say 7 is less than a number.
A subtraction.
Yeah, 7 less than a number is like if my IQ is 7 less than yours, then what would you do to figure out my IQ?
I'd
You add
subtract
7.
7 from mine.
Subtract 7 from yours. So how do you say 7 less than
50,000
a number?
minus-
You subtract the number from the number.
Dang it, man.
Yeah. What Ben say?
How do you write that algebraically?
Add minus 7.
Yes. Now, this is weird because this kind of looks backwards, doesn't it? 7 less than a number, don't you just translate left to right? 7 minus n?
No.
Well, no. What's 2 less than 10? What's 2
Or
less than
8.
10?
8.
8. Now, did you subtract 2 minus 10?
Yeah.
But I said 2 less than 10. So this less than, okay, and I want you to write this down. This is like a reverse. This is a reverse. Oops, I wanted to say this whole thing. Less than, you're going to reverse that. So it's not n, it's not 7 minus n, it's n minus 7. Okay? Can you guys remember that?
Yeah.
So when you're translating that, don't forget to reverse it.
So where does that go into the equation?
Okay, not over here anywhere, but it could be 7 less than a number is 5. Okay, what's the number? Well, 12. All right, look at this. The product of a number and 7.
Oh, it's one of those numbers.
It's negative.
How do you say the product of a number and 7?
The number times 7.
Yeah, so product means multiplication. So you can say n dot 7, or what's a better way to say n times 7?
Number.
7n.
Literally just put them.
Okay, so remember when you put them next to each other, it's better to put the number first and then the letter next.
What is this?
There's no difference.
There's no difference. So you can say n7 or 7n, but when you say, do you see n7? When you put n7, that's dangerous because if you write quickly, it looks like n to the 7th power. Don't do that.
Oh,
Write the
facts,
number
facts,
first, 7n.
See, amount.
Everybody good with that?
Well, then it could look like 7 to the n power.
Why?
We don't know what n is.
Why do you have to make this
You're right.
more
True,
confusing?
true. Facts.
For real.
I just had to bring the calculation.
Okay, so product of a number and 7. All right, what about twice
And just uninstall for it.
a number?
Can't even double edit.
I can.
How do you say-
Minutes, but I can.
How do you say twice a number?
You multiply it by 2.
Multiply
Yeah,
by
So if
itself.
I'm twice
N
your
times
age,
2.
which I'm not twice your age, I'm like 4 times your age.
2n.
No,
Twice a
2n.
number, 2n.
Mr. Flack 28.
Okay, here's a common mistake that you might make. N squared is not twice a number.
N squared is n times itself.
If that was the case, then I'd be 144 years old.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, if I was twice your age. No, it's 2 times. Twice something is 2 times.
I am not.
Okay.
You're not 12.
So I
1456.
You just
okay.
Bruh.
You're 56.
12 times 12.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Austin.
Here's the next one.
uninstall.
I'm gonna uninstall
Mr.
Austin
Flack.
real quick.
Yes,
Are you 45?
I'm 49.
Yo, you're younger than what my calculations were, since you said 4 times.
Black math
My
age reveal?
calculations were 56.
Black math stage reveal?
No, it's age reveal.
No, thank you.
Okay. Hey guys, how do you say
I was gonna do face
the
reveal.
sum of twice a number and -8?
He's gonna do it for 1,000 subs.
Something, n times 2
Plus.
plus
plus 8.
Plus times
negative 8.
2.
Yeah, so see how this is the sum? Sum means addition, right? And so after the word sum, you're gonna have to add a couple things. The sum of what? Twice a number and negative 8. These are the two things that you're gonna add. So after the word sum, you're gonna see the word of, which does not mean multiplication in this case. And then you're gonna see the two things that are gonna be added with this connecting word here, and. Okay? Same thing works with product. The product of a number and 7. Well, this does not mean addition. This is the connecting word. This connects the two things that you're going to multiply. This connects the two things that you're going to add. Okay? Everyone get that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do one more and then let's see if you can get this last one.
No, we're not gonna be able to get the last one.
Mr. Flack, what do I do when I need water and I didn't bring a water bottle?
Then go down the office and get some water.
I can do that.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Oh, you get water.
Go to the office and ask for water.
You steal Ben's water bottle.
I tried. He's literally just drinking out of it. It's making me jealous.
Okay, guys, this is the next step that will get you closer to understanding how to translate this. Here's what I'm going to say. 5 times, well, we know that. 5 times the sum of twice a number.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I got the answer.
And
It's not good already.
negative 8.
I got the bottom.
Okay? How do you say 5 times the sum of twice a number and negative
Well, it could
8?
be any number.
Yeah, literally.
5.
Give us more.
You're right. It's good. We're not solving it. We can't solve a phrase
Are we
because it's
setting
not
it up?
English.
So
Yeah.
it's n times 2
Times 2. What,
plus
what's
8,
the 2?
and then 5 times that.
Plus negative 8, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how do you multiply 5 times this whole thing?
You put it in parentheses.
Yes!
Bro, how did you know that?
Okay, now, guys, look at this.
Smartness.
I
And the
wanted to
tutor.
be smart.
You can't do this because what are you multiplying when you just write it like this? Everybody look up here.
5 times 2.
Do not write on the desk,
I have the Space Jam water, guys.
okay?
Magic.
What are you multiplying when you do this?
Only times the 2.
You're only multiplying by this. You want to multiply not by 2n.
Yes, sir.
You want to multiply by the sum of 2n and negative 8. So in order to do that, you need to include the whole sum. All right? That's why you need parentheses there.
Okay.
All right. See if you can do that. The product of negative 2 and the sum of a number and 5.
10 plus 5 times negative.
How do you write that?
You don't.
10 plus 5.
F equals negative 2
Times
plus
negative
n 5.
Yeah.
How do you write times negative 2? Like this?
Put the thing.
Bro, you gotta
put
put the negative thing.
What?
Put the negative sign. And the multiplication sign.
There's the multiplication sign.
Okay, good. There you go.
Nope.
I think, is it, -2, no, n times -2 in parentheses.
N times negative 2 in parentheses times.
N plus 5 is in parentheses.
Yes.
Times
The negative
to
2
the-
is outside.
To the 2, to the 2.
Okay, not to the exponent, but so you can have this here or you can have it there.
So did I get it right?
Yes.
I got it right.
Okay, does that make sense? You're
Yeah.
multiplying
Absolutely.
the product of negative 2, so that means you're going to multiply. What's the next thing that you're going to multiply? This and connects it to the next thing you're going to multiply. The sum of a number and 5. Well, this is the sum of a number and 5. So you're multiplying negative 2 times the sum. Okay? That's it.
Do I go for your prop set?
Black math. Give me some math and I'll give you some flack. Black math.